So what are your thoughts about, well, I'm going to go back to the state of Texas.
Okay.
And, I mean, I have a friend recently who was incarcerated. First off, he was divorced against his will. His wife was the one, everybody would know that she was at fault. And in the state of Texas, they basically, she gets a divorce, she gets the children, she gets the child support, she gets all of these other goodies that come along with it. He ends up basically in bankruptcy. Can't afford this stuff. Wonderful father. Everybody thinks he's an outstanding father. And as of 2 weeks ago, he's thrown in jail. I mean, and now their children have to look and say, our father is in jail. What are your thoughts about this whole idea with the state? And maybe you don't have any thoughts, but the issue of child support and throwing a person who cannot pay child support into jail.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm competent to, clearly I'm alarmed by what you're telling me, but, I don't know, I'm competent to comment on that.
Yeah, it's happening a lot. It's, and this is one of the issues that we're fighting for in the state of Texas. I've never had to go through the child support thing, but I know people that have, and it is horrendous. And the federal government pays our state government money if they collect child support, and they have all of these penalties in place. And they say that we're acting in the best interest of the children by collecting money, but I don't see how throwing a parent, either a mother or a father, in jail for poverty is in the best interest of the children. So somebody comes to you, we're struggling with our marriage. What do you tell them right now?
What I would tell them is do whatever you need to do to find the help that you need. And that, who knows where that'll come from. I mean, I'm lucky, I'm Catholic. I'm part of, in our parish, we have a wonderful men's group. We have over 100 guys that get together every Saturday morning at 6:45. And, and we share our lives with one another to whatever degree. And it's great having the support there. And I don't know how many people have that sort of thing. You know, I think most people nowadays feel totally isolated and really don't have the support systems, the ones were in place. A friend of mine a few years ago was telling me about how 40 years ago her dad thought about divorcing her mom, and he went and told his mom, and his mom said, he was in her kitchen, she said, you get out of this kitchen, you go buy your wife flowers, and don't you ever talk about getting divorced again. And who hears that from their family anymore? But they're still married 40 years later. So
let me ask one other question.
Sure.
Children of divorce, what do you say to them?
That's a good question. Your heart breaks for them. And I don't know what to tell you on that one, Jeff.
Do you think children of divorce sometimes have to hide their feelings because they're...
Oh, totally, because they risk making mom mad or dad mad if they complain. Or not complain, just express their unhappiness. And and they get caught in in a bind. And it's so unfair. It's just so unfair to kids.
Well, Doug, thank you so much for taking the time. And again,
it was a pleasure, Jeff.
I love reading your columns.
Oh, thanks.
So if you ever get a chance to read Doug's columns at LifeSiteNews.com. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
LifeSite
that's right.
They're wonderful. I look forward to them all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you for the time here.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thanks so much.
Jeff.